Some agates it's hard to tell, so you just have to do the best you can. But I like to cut it so that you don't cut with, if it has like layers in it, you don't cut with the layers, cut across the layers. And we're gonna, this is a black lace agate. We're gonna just peel one off of here, and then we're gonna go this way and show you the difference. I got a bunch of them lined up here for us. Here we go. This is loud. Thing sprays water everywhere. Not quite out. So now we see this where we put it long ways. We have this deep purple right here with almost kind of like dendroids in it, little black spots. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take and cut this, instead of this way, we're going to cut some across this way to show you all the difference. And see, there's your slab. Now see how that pattern is different, where this way, oops, sorry. This way you have the deep purple across here. When you cut it across this way, you just have a circle, which that's cool too. But I like to show people the difference between, how you cut the slab. And then the end piece will trim up, but you can see it's just like a bit of purple right there, and then lighter here. Let's clean this up. But you see how the difference there. So we want actually, I just want to cut across here a little bit, and we'll make actually, you could leave it like that and do a shelf piece. Cool. So we got to clean this up. One head. There's that. And this one, I did a video, or a live rather, a couple of days ago about crack, how to break rocks with your rock hammer if it's cracked. And this one we just need to, oh, sorry. This is where it cracked, so we just need to straighten this up. Now to be able to sit stable and not bounce around and fly around and stuff. So two rocks that we cut before with the purple, that's what this is. This is Mexican black lace agate. And what we have to do, we have to get this wet. Oops, not with that. Oh, right there. Duh. Sits in bucket. Oh, we can set this right here so that y'all can see what I'm doing here. Set like that. It's only going to be there for a few minutes. You basically just rinse it off so you can see if there's any layers or anything. Dry it off. So I use microfiber rags to dry stuff off. These are come in very handy. So I don't really see any layers, but I see like these white spots. And what we're going to do is cut across the end right here. I'll probably have to trim up the bottom first. Yeah, let's trim the bottom first. See, the bottom's kind of bumpy. We'll trim this off and then we'll start going across here. Drinks water. Drinks water like a fish. I'm gonna be getting a new saw. That comes over there. Peel the end off of here. Yep, I get a shower every time I use this saw. That's gonna change soon. All right, let's go. That's what that looks like. Keep the stock in. Just the light later. You see, you look at the rest of the agate, you can see the white is right here, and then the purple is just over here. And so we will take our next dot off of there. This is the drawbacks you come into when you have too small of a saw. Which my next saw is going to be a 10-inch saw. This is a 7-inch saw, but only 2¼ inches sticks up out of the table. Which with it being a 7-inch saw, you would think that more would stick up out of there, but it doesn't. So let's get going. Oh, this one, I'm putting that one up. You see, this is the same type of agate that we just hit with all the purple in it. And see, this one has a lot of the light color, like almost like a white color. And then the purple is concentrated over here. So let's see. Even this one here. There. And this is the same thing. Mostly the light color with just a little bit of purple right there. You see what I'm doing is if you leave that spot right there that's stuck up and then put it in the tumbler will round that off and you'll have a ridge right there instead of having a clean edge. Gotta do this side over here. Uh, a little bit more. That's good enough. It's pretty. And I always have a rag handy because I get sprayed with water with this stupid thing all the time. So now let's go to a different kind of rock. Let's rinse this one off. Take a rag and wipe it off. And this is yellow jasper. And when I cut it, you'll see the yellows and the greens. Even though they're light greens, it's still very pretty. And this looks like a piece of petrified wood, maybe. We'll find out when we cut it. We're gonna just cut this edge right here because there's a crack starting right there. Ooh, pretty. Look at how pretty that is. Very pretty. We'll clean that up. That one don't need to be cleaned up. That's pretty too. And what about this? We'll clean this up. Y'all can see that. See the yellow jasper right in through there, right around there. That's going to be very pretty. Yeah. And if you're worried about my fingers near the blade, there are no teeth on this blade. It's a diamond studded blade. Just let that stop and I'll show y'all. See, there's no teeth. It's just this area right here is embedded with diamonds. It does a good job. So what are we gonna do next? Trim up that one a little bit, maybe. Let's do this one. And then I gotta do that one. So the thing to do with that one always work. Well, you know what that looks like. That'll change a little bit when it goes through the tumbler. It won't change color, but it'll get real shiny. I back by my lap. This one. Back it off. This one, just gonna straighten up this edge right here. This edge with a little bit of a bump out there, and then this edge, a little bump there. That one. See, we're just doing a window into what the agate looks like on the inside. These, why this one is over here. Wasn't nothing wrong with that one. Tell people all the time, I don't do perfect rocks because nature isn't perfect. So if it's got a little bit of a blemish in it, that's fine, but this one, flatten off the bottom here. Feel a little bit on the sides. That'll be the name of that tune. Now, see, you have a big window right here into the inside of the agate. Can you all see that? We want to put these threads right there. Go from there. I'm gonna make. I want to do is make a cube, and then I seen a guy make spears, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. I have to trim that up. Let's look at this other piece over here. That cut really clean for the most part. But always got to trim it up just a little bit, you know. I'm sure getting an extra shower today. I cannot complain about this saw. This has been a good saw. But despite from spraying water out the front, it does the job. Oh, sorry. We got to fix this other side. I sit it down to see. There's a crack right down the center. We're gonna have to cut that down the center. See that crack right by where my fingernail is? Goes all the way up there. So we gotta cut that. Because otherwise, if you put that in the tumbler, that will break apart in the tumbler. And then you'll have to go back and fix two pieces instead of doing it first time. Water again. And see, in the tumbler, all these square edges will get rounded off. That piece will fly. I had wanted to keep that whole, but with a crack down the middle, you better cut it instead of it breaking apart in the tumbler. I'm gonna get one slab off of this. See, this is that black lace agate. That's pretty stuff, ain't it? This, gotta trim this up just a little bit. That's it. Black lace agate with the purple band right through the center. That's pretty stuff. Down to the nitty gritty here. It's this one. This is gonna be the last one that we'll do today. So, and then first. That so we can check just so we can make our cuts. I want to cut right through the center right here. So that's our last one. As you can see, that is just pretty. You got the white spot in the center. You all see that. And then the white and the purple, that will turn out just great. That will sit on the shelf like that. And then this one will sit like that. And it's all good. So thank you for tuning in. Be sure to like and share and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you.